We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome and good morning. This is Sunday Shine with your girl Trey Lou here in studio here at my studio, and also I have Miguel Coppage and Michaela Martin here. These are Bizkidz entrepreneurs. We're going to be talking about all the great things that Bizkidz is about, and also the reasons why you should want to get your kids engaged in Bizkidz as well. Wait 1 second here. While I do some things on the other side of things, I just want to make sure that we're all squared away with Bizkidz on the homepage. So just give me 1 second as I do what I do here. And as things are rolling, here we go. Okay, there we go. We're live now. We're live on Facebook. I'm going to tag all those moms and everybody out there that wants to be included in this broadcast on this morning. So just give me 1 quick second as I do that, and we will be moving forward with Bizkidz. And Miguel, while I'm doing the programming on my side of things, I'll let you start by talking about what Bizkidz means to you, Miguel.
Okay. Bizkidz means to me is that it helped me understand more about my business. It means a lot. It means so much because well, I didn't have a lot of information about my business. Well, I had a lot of information, but I found out how to elaborate on that information more.
So when you started, we'll get more into it. And for those who don't know, Miguel is a best-selling published author. He's an honor student, a philanthropist, and also actor. He's done great things in the world of being a kidpreneur, and we're going to go chime right on into what Miguel has been doing and also the things that Miguel loves when it comes to Bizkidz. And then we have Michaela below. Michaela Martin is also a Bizkidz. So we're just going to do a little opening. So Miguel, you taught us what Bizkidz was about. How was it that when you work with the kids, you know, at Bizkidz, when you met other kids and when you work with kids at Bizkidz, how did it affect you, and how did you love working with the other kids and seeing all their talents and ideas as well?
I loved everybody's ideas and diversity that they had towards their business. I liked the different businesses, and it was a lot of kids that had similarities and passions like me.
Yeah, and the first time we met, Michael, the first time we met, you were shorter. You were like, I think above, if I would raise my elbow up, you were kind of under my elbow. Now it's my understanding you're about 6 feet tall. So congratulations to your growth. Congratulations to all your honorships, and just congratulations to all the things that you have done. You know, you're truly a great guy, you know, and I've seen you grow, and you know, it takes a lot to put all that you have put into your business. You have 3 amazing books, and I'm sure that the kids love, and they're also in the DC Library for Children. And also, you know, you develop an app too. We're going to talk about the app. We're going to talk about your film, and we're just going to talk about all the great things, and then we'll be going to Michaela after that. So with that said, we're going to start with you, Abigail. How old were you, and what inspired you to write your first book?
I was 8 years old. I published it at 9. It was no inspiration. I just wrote it out of nowhere, you know, and gave it to my mom. She was like, "Oh, it's something that he writes," because I always had a passion for writing. It's always been one of my passions. Yeah.
Now let's talk about The Adventures of Fireman. What is it about?
It's about 2 young superheroes who discovered they had superpowers and used them to fight crime.
Nice. We need a lot of those. We hope there's some adventures of firemen out there today because there's a lot going on in the world today. And I'm sure that there are a lot of firemen that are trying to help with a lot of things that are going on in the world. You know, they're lifesavers. And you also did a short film for your book, The Adventures of Firemen. How was that experience?
That was actually very fun. My first time like being an actor. It was like very fun. Also did some directing. So yeah.
Wow, that's good. That is good. You know, I have a TV show here in Atlanta. I'm also a director and a producer. Wear several hats, and it's a blessing to see the things that, you know, we watch TV all the time. There's always a blessing to see what goes on behind the scenes and also what's happening when you watch, you know. So now that you watch movies now, you're probably more analytic about watching movies now. Is that so?
Um, I actually don't watch TV or movies. I just play video games. So,
So well then let's talk about video games just real quick. So video games, I know you when you're playing video games, you're thinking behind the scenes of the video games because you direct it. So you have the two books, The Adventures of Fireman, and then you have you have a book about policing. With all the police brutality going on in America, you wrote a book about police called Friendly Officers. What message do you want to send with this book?
that all police officers are not bad. Only a handful of them. Like the ones that killed Freddie Gray and the ones that killed Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. Those are the handful. Most of most of the police department is good police officers.
Yeah, I know a lot of them actually. I've been engaged with police officers and police department since I was about 3 years old. I've always actually my first experience with police officers was when I was in elementary school. There was an officer by the name of Officer Friendly that would come to our school and pretty much tell us about the law and tell us the things that we should do, tell us the things that we shouldn't do, and also not only that, he would inform us about if there were strangers in the neighborhood or if there was things that we should be looking out for. So it's definitely I was definitely engaged at a very young age. And you also do motivational speaking, Miguel. When you
Yes,
do your motivational speaking, what do you speak about?
I speak about children following their dreams. Um, a lot of things like have a backup plan, or if you don't want to have a backup plan, just follow your dreams. Always have the passion that you always have, and that as a black young man, you want to and woman, you want to strive for the best.
Hey man, are you open to travel
Yes,
to
actually,
speak to kids? And if you are, go ahead.
yeah, I actually did a speaking engagement in Texas. Actually, one of the best speaking engagements I have ever done because every kid loved me. Yeah,
What did you speak about?
I speak about like the same thing speak about almost all the time, which is following your dreams, and how to make it where you want to be.
So what was different from any other speaking engagement? You say it was the best one that you've ever done. What made it so different?
It was just like the atmosphere and like the love I got. It was amazing.
Awesome, awesome. And so you're somewhat of a local celebrity out there in Maryland. From what I'm hearing, I'm seeing all the write-ups about you, and Bizkidz, and you won a lot of awards. I'm surprised you don't have those displayed in the back of you. Maybe that's to come. What are some of the awards that you won?
I won a Met Gala award. Well, not Met Gala. I said Met Gala. It was a Bizkidz award. I won. I won award out in Atlanta, and a Children's Gala award.
Now, what was that all about? The Children's Gala Award. Tell us about that.
It was about so it was like kids that do great things in their community, and I won. I won one of those awards, and yeah, it was it was an amazing experience.
Wow. And so what? And also a portion of for your books that you've written, a portion of your proceeds go to St. Anne's Center for Children. And why is that? Why did you choose St. Anne's Center for Children for a portion of your proceeds of your book?
I give it back to St. Anne's because I was once a foster care kid, foster kid back in when I was like an infant, like a little child, and
Mm-hmm.
like they just took care of me. And before I got adopted, my mom adopted me. I was thankful for what they did.
Wow, that's amazing for you to give back to kids. There's a lot of foster kids out here in the world that are looking for good homes, and it looks like God has blessed you with a good home. Your mom Yolanda, she's very sweet, and she's also very supportive. And we have to always give moms a round of applause for being supportive of their children doing Bizkidz, because it's not a easy task for children. And it takes two, it takes three, it takes your family, your parents to help you evolve when it comes to being a Bizkidz kid. You have to go to events, you have to be prompt, you have to be on time, because at your age you're not driving yet, I don't think. We just have to make sure that you're prompt and you're always in your business tone and attending in a business manner, and you have to get make sure all your materials are received and presented very well. It looks like your mom has done a fabulous job, and Miguel, with your input, she has done that. And we're definitely going to have Michaela come in here real quickly. I have one for you to have Michaela come in. You too. So let me go to one more thing. The Google app for kids that you've created.
The Google app is free on Google Play. It's an app that you can read my books and learn more about my books without just paying for it.
Nice. And so and also being that your books are in the DC Public Library's Children Department, have you well, I guess with COVID, it's kind of hard to go and visit and do book signings and things like that, and also be engaged with the children because a lot of facilities have been closed due to COVID. But have you, and when you went down there to speak with children or to talk to children, do you know how many children have your book, or how many children that were engaged in reading your book from the DC library or just abroad?
Actually, no. I think it's a lot of them though, but I know some people that love the book and they went to the DC Public Library just to get one, but yeah, I don't really know. I just know it's a lot of people that love my book.
Well, I know there's a lot of people that love your book. There's a big percentage of kids that have read your book, and also that are looking forward to your Friendly Officer's book because of times, and it's truly a divine time to have the book, to have this book in the hands of children, because children are afraid of the police because of some of the things that have happened due to bad policing throughout the world. And now we're going to Miguel, and you can also join in, Miguel, and ask Michaela some questions if you like. And for those who are watching this broadcast, just want you to know that below on the screen, on the ticker below, has Miguel's information. It has his website. So I encourage you to go to the website, purchase some books for your community. Even you can purchase some books for your children as they sit home right now until school starts, or just even contact your local libraries to get the book in the libraries in your communities. It's truly a blessing. I want you to support Miguel on his journey. And we're getting ready to talk over with Michaela Martin out in Maryland. They're both Marylanders, I believe. They're both Marylanders with the Bizkidz program. So Michaela, it's your time. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, Miguel, you can mute yours until if you have. Well, first let me ask Miguel if he has some questions.
Do I have any questions?
Michaela, this is a joy to both of us. You have any questions for Michaela, Miguel?
No, not really.
Okay, well, you may have some, as we go, as we go more into detail in the interview. So with that said, let's talk to Michaela Martin. Michaela Martin is the CEO and creative designer of Golden Hands Jewelry. As you can see, guys, I got my supply here. Kayla made me a custom-made bracelet with my favorite colors, guys. If you can see this, I feel like I'm on GVC. You can't see like with this bracelet. They're very, I mean, it's nice. It's heavy weighted. You know what I mean? It was made with love, and it's very great material. I don't see anybody pulling this off my wrist at all. So Michaela, I want to first personally thank you for creating my custom bracelet and making sure I had it prior to this interview. And if we didn't have it prior to this interview, I know that there'll be more to come on the way. So let's talk about Michaela. Michaela is an honor roll student. She's a Bizkidz Academy Scholarship Award winner, Girl Scouts Bronze and Silver Award winner, Bizkidz Academy Outstanding Leadership Award winner, praise and worship dancer, volleyball player. Michaela just does it all. And she also does these beautiful bracelets. Let's talk about your experience with Bizkidz, and what does Bizkidz mean to you?
I think Bizkidz is like where I first got started and like was able to understand more about being an entrepreneur, and just basically where I grew my love for it. Like now I have like a passion just for entrepreneurship in general. And like I grew a really close relationship with Dr. Jackson, and she like means a lot to me, and she really helps me a lot just in every aspect. So like Bizkidz has just really been there to support me throughout my whole journey. And like I know that even when I go out like into the world, like Dr. Jackson will always still be there for me. And yeah, I really appreciated the whole experience. Like I don't think I would be here today like if without it. So I really appreciated the experience.
Yes. Awesome. And before we go any further, let's do this and I'll let Miguel do this real quick, and then we'll come back again. Miguel, I know he's probably, I don't know if he's listening or he's on his little break or something, but we'll do this at the end of the broadcast. At the end of the broadcast, I'm going to let you guys have an opportunity to say thank you to Dr. Jackson. And Dr. Jackson, I want to thank you for believing in me and allowing me to lead the Bizkidz chapter here in Atlanta. And just want to thank you for the opportunity to be a part of Bizkidz. And I know Bizkidz is going global, and Bizkidz is also, it's not only in Maryland, it's in Atlanta, and it's in Canada. So with that said, back to you, Michaela. At what age did you become a kidpreneur?
I was in 8th grade, so I think I was like 12 or 13 is where I like got the idea, and then it started like becoming more around 13, 14, 13 probably. Yeah, more 13. So yeah.
So do you have any idea how many bracelets that you've made right now? Do you have any idea of how many that you've you have made? How many bracelets have you sent out? How many orders have you received thus far?
I don't know. I have to check on
Because it's been several years.
Yeah, it's been several years. Probably a lot.
So because you do so many other things, you do worship dancing and praise and worship, you do volleyball, and I'm sure you do a multitude of other things. I mean, you do public speaking, you do videos, you do commercials, you do all those things. What inspired you to create jewelry?
I think it was my neighbor. She's also a radio host, and she kind of had like a business that she started, and like she was already like doing it, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then when I went to Michael's, they had like a whole jewelry section, and I was always into like fashion, but I didn't really know like how to really execute. Like I didn't really like know anything how to execute like my fashion sense. So I feel like putting my like passion into jewelry was like a good idea, and you can really like express. I was able to express myself basically through that, since I didn't really know how to do it any other way. So I think that's how I got my inspiration to start my business.
Now, what was your most creative jewelry piece?
My most creative? Maybe like my sports pieces. Like I did a sports event, and I didn't really know how I was gonna do that, but I think it was really cool that I was able to like incorporate sports within my bracelet. It was like it had like a basketball in it. I found like a basketball bead, and I put that in it, and it was really cute. So I think that was my most like creative kind of piece.
Wow. Wow. Now, have you been asked to do any like college teams or any like school colors or anything like that for your beads or anything like that?
I did like my club team or my sister's club team. They were like the end of the year. They did like a club. They wanted a club gift. Their coach wanted a gift for their whole team, and I did like bracelets for their whole team. And their colors were red, black, and I think white. So I did that. That was really cool.
Oh, so did I take their colors?
Oh,
because mine is like red, black, and white. So
yeah.
Well, hey, go team, go team. So have you ever, and this is what what we have to, which you may have to deal with, and I'm not sure if you have dealt with this. Well, have you ever dealt with a not so happy customer? And if you did, and if you did, how did you resolve the issue?
It wasn't so like I haven't received any orders that are like bad customers or anything. Just like maybe at a pop-up event, like in-person event, like maybe people are just like, I don't know, like it's just like too much money or something like that. Nothing like too bad though. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good, because as a CEO and entrepreneur of a creative jewelry, there's all types of things, and I'm not saying I pray that these things don't happen, but these are just some things that we may have to be aware of. People do things, and everybody's just not so honest. Just to be honest with you, people may, you put your heart into making these bracelets, and you may have people that they try to scam and do a lot of different things to try to get free, free merchandise, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So just want to, reassure you to keep your head up. Go ahead.
Yeah, for the most part, I've been fortunate to have like pretty much everyone supporting me like through the whole process. So, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I did get a lot of testimonies. I got I think within about an hour, your mom sent me over about, I think maybe like 5 or 6 testimonies of people that were saying they were extremely happy. There was actually one who was a female who brought bracelets for her husband for an event, or for a celebration, and he absolutely loved the bracelets. So you not only make bracelets for women, you make bracelets for men, children, sports, and also for other things. What other things accolades do you make bracelets for besides just women and men and children?
I pretty much make it like custom. So like,
or are you
an order if they want it for a men's bracelets, or if they want it for like their team or a wedding. Maybe I've done wedding bracelets, and I've gone to like wedding events. So I can do pretty much anything. just as long as I have like a color scheme and stuff like that. Pretty much have the freedom to use whatever like design I want most of the time. So yeah. And I've also done
That's
bracelets
awesome.
sent to Africa. So I did like over like 100 to 200 bracelets for that. That was like one of my biggest orders, I think. And they got sent to Africa.
Awesome. Awesome. I know they are beautiful.
Yeah.
I know they were beautiful. And I hear that you also have bracelets in department stores, which is an awesome accomplishment. Which department stores are your bracelets in? And if you can name some of those, which stores would you love to have your bracelets in?
Well, they're not in department stores yet, but I would like them to be soon. But if I could have them in department stores, I would say like Macy's or something like that. I feel like those are like kind of the department stores that have like jewelry and stuff that I would fit into.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I didn't mean to say department stores, but maybe there's bracelets in some stores. But so Macy's is one of the stores that you're looking to have your bracelets in. Is there any others that you could think of?
Maybe like Kohl's or I think JCPenney's is closing, but I think like something like that. Like they have a variety of different. They have a variety of different like clothing and jewelry. I would say like that's the kind of department store that I would like it to be in.
You know what I'm thinking? This is just, I mean, I've been in Rainbow a couple of times, and I know Rainbow, just rainbows all over the world. I guess, they have a jewelry section. Rainbow probably would be a nice place to have your items in too. Just thinking of thinking off of the top, right now regarding that. So now let's talk about how COVID may have affected your business. Now, this COVID thing has affected a lot of businesses, and unlike many are entrepreneurs like yourself, you could do your work from home. You didn't have to go to an office and things like that. But when the stores were closed, you may have had to just use the supplies that you have to make bracelets, and kind of do what you could to customize those things. How has COVID affected your jewelry line?
Honestly, for me, like, I don't know if it's like for everyone, but I feel like I just had more time because usually I'm very busy and I just feel like I had more time to just sit down and like make more bracelets and do more promoting and stuff like that. And I can also order my bracelets or like my beads that I use. And so, I mean, I don't need the store. So like the store's closing didn't exactly affect me because I can order my beads if I needed to. So yeah, it didn't affect me that much.
Oh, well, that's great. That's awesome. So, and how also has being an entrepreneur allowed you to help your family during this COVID time? I don't know if if some of your resources and funds from your business has been able to help with your family house needs and things like that, or just your needs. I don't know if your mom, I know some people they weren't able to go to work and things like that. So.
Yeah, my dad still goes, well, he doesn't go to work, but he still is getting paid from home. He works a government job, so he's lucky to still be getting paid. So I didn't really have to like help, but I do use I usually just keep the money within my business and like I'll pay my sister and my mom because they help me a lot. And we're saving up for a camera because I also do YouTube. So like I'll use it for other like business stuff that I'm doing, but I don't usually use it for personal use or anything like that. I'll put it towards like another form of business that I'm into.
Awesome. Now I know there's with Bizkidz and the Academy, and also when Bizkidz has their workshop, there's a thing called the Market Day, where once you get finished with once you create your business and everything is pretty much finalized, you're able to go to the Market Day to have your business. That's your first shot at having your items sold at the Market Day. How has Market Day? Let's talk in your words. Explain in your word how the Market Day has helped you to jumpstart your day of business.
I think it just prepares you for other events that you'll have. Like, people coming up to you and asking you about your business, or just like people purchasing and just starting the experience. I think it's good for beginners who just like haven't really sold anything before. Like I know that was like my first experience selling, and like after that I was pretty comfortable going to other events, and like I knew what to expect. So I think like it's a really good experience when you're like starting out and you don't know what to expect, and it's like a no like judge free zone, like everyone's starting out or something like that, so everyone's like supporting you and stuff like that.
And after, and now that I have got that question from you, I'm going to go back to Miguel if he can hear me. Miguel, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
So let's talk about I'm gonna talk about the market day, Bizkidz market day. How did the Bizkidz market day affect you, and how did it help you to be a better business person, a better businessman?
It helped me because it helped me understand that more people are going to like give you more advice and more business sales by just shouting you out, or just using social media in general. Um, it helped me learn more about my business and how I should approach people that don't like prices, or that think the prices are too high. Yeah, stuff like that.
Now we're going to make this interactive. Michaela, do you have any questions for Miguel and his experiences? I know you both come from the same cloth of Bizkidz, but are there any questions that you have for Miguel as a Bizkidz entrepreneur? Any encouragement you'd like to give Miguel?
Do you sell your books like online, or is it just like do you go places and sell it? Or I just didn't know like where you sold it.
I sell it on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Oh,
They're on that. And yeah, sometimes I do go to like events. Well, since COVID is a thing, I can't do that. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you for that.
So Miguel, how has COVID affected your speaking engagements?
I wouldn't really say.
Have you had any, and have they been canceled?
I haven't had some in a while. Last time I had a speaking engagement was 8 months ago. That's when I was starting 8th grade. So yeah, but it's affected more speaking engagements. But most of my speaking engagements are online, so I wouldn't say it affected that much.
Awesome. So it looks like it looks like both of you are winning. Miguel, your books are sold online, as well as your speaking engagements are online. And Michaela, you can have your things ordered online. Oh, and let's not me forget to say that if you guys are watching, guys, ladies, gents, whomever is watching this broadcast today, that if you purchase Michaela's jewelry today, there is a discount. It's called the Sunday Sunshine 10 discount today that you can get from ordering your bracelets today on Michaela's website, which is down below. I want you guys to give me your social media tags, and so we can allow them to follow you, support you in everything that you do. I'll start with you, Michaela, and then we'll go back to Miguel.
I'm just at Golden Hands Jewelry on Instagram and Facebook. So yeah.
Okay, and Miguel, what's your social media tags?
Everything is at The Adventures of Fireman, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything.
Okay, now what we're going to do here, we're going to try to have a little bit of fun with this. So what was one of your Michaela, what was one of your funniest moments at the while you were at Bizkidz? What were one of the most funniest moments?
I think I had like a lot
funniest or fun. I'll say funniest or fun.
Okay, I had a lot of fun with Dr. Jackson's daughter. she's like really fun. Like she's like a sister. It's so fun to be around her. Like I think I had most fun with her.
Okay. And Miguel, what's your most funniest or fun moment at Bizkidz?
Okay, my most funniest moment was when I came in. I had like everybody thought I was the same height as when they see me because I was like right here last time people see me. So I was like I would say
Uh-huh.
four. I was like 4'10". So when I came in, nobody noticed me until like I said something. It was like that's his voice because my voice got deeper.
Oh,
And
you're that
then
dude, huh?
and then I was like 3 inches taller, so I was like 5'2", 5'1", and I was taller than most of the kids there. So everybody was like, "Are you sure he's not like 15 or 14?" I was like 12 or 13 at the time.
Wow. So when you look back at those pictures, when you look back at the pictures when you first started versus your pictures now, you're probably like, wow yourself, because I know when I met you, you were pretty much under my elbow. You were actually the same height as my son Hassan, and you guys have met. And Hassan is a biz kid too. And now you're like 6 foot. I don't know. I might have to take you to the hoop, Miguel, when I see you. Are you game for that?
I'm going to cross you. I'm going to do that.
Okay. All right. Now, Michaela, I don't know about volleyball. I used to play volleyball way back in the day, but I may be able to play a little bit of volleyball. So when I come to Maryland, I don't know when that's going to be. Whenever this COVID thing ceases, so it looks like I'm gonna have to be at one of the Columbia Sports Centers, meeting you both at the same time. if that's all possible. One last question I have for both of you, and you can both answer. Let me do this. I'll ask Miguel, then I'll come back to you, Kayla. Miguel, now we had this COVID thing happen, and you guys have been out of school for some time. How has COVID affected you, and are you looking forward to going back to school? If you are going back to school this coming season, this coming up.
I'm doing hybrid learning, so I'm going to have to go to school, which I don't want to do. But it's affecting a lot of things. Basketball, especially, I'm not playing AU this year, or I don't think I'm playing school ball this year. So it's affecting a lot of things.
So you wish you were pretty much ready. You pretty much wish you were able to engage in your sports activity and playing sports. I truly understand that. So are you able to get out on the court and exercise, or do keep yourself on point with their basketball?
I'm starting to do that now. I used to just like put the ball between my legs, but not dribble it. So yeah, that helped a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to like shoot.
Okay, now the same question for you, Michaela.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that we might have a season, but I don't know because we had a certain tryout date and now they've pushed it back to September 1st. So I hope we do. I mean, I don't really know. I would understand if we don't. And I also play club. I play like high school band club. So for club, we've been having a bunch of practices, but club season doesn't start until like January. So we probably are gonna have that. But I don't know. School, I don't know. It's like up in the air, I guess.
So tell me about Miguel. Tell me about your online or your virtual learning experience. How was that?
It was okay. That's not good. First of all, we were learning.
It
We
was
weren't.
okay.
Yeah, we weren't learning anything. Second of all, nobody. They didn't even give us like guidance for any quiz or test. It was like, oh, here's a quiz, here's a test. I'm like, I don't even know anything. Third, third of all, they introduce new things every 2 weeks.
Wow. Michaela, same for you?
I felt like I kind of felt like we didn't learn anything too, because it was just harder. Like even the teachers were trying to adjust, but they were still trying to like get through all the lessons and stuff. But I got all A's somehow. So I mean, I don't know. Like I didn't feel like I did that. It was easier to me, but at the same time, like we were doing a lot of work. I don't know. Like I don't know how I got all A's. Like I just did the work that they gave us, even though it was like
That's
kind
because
of
you're smart like that.
I guess. Like I don't know.
I
I
got
didn't like
honors.
it that much. I
Well, you
did
go,
like
girl, and Miguel, you got honors too.
I did
Yeah,
like
but I
not having
was
to get up in the morning and like get dressed and stuff. So I like that.
Wow. Wow. Well, as entrepreneurs, like myself, I have to, and I think when we had our talk the other day, sometimes you just have to get up and push. And, there's sometimes I get up and, well, I'm usually up about 4:30 in the morning. I get up and get dressed. And I did get in that lazy mode where I was just like, well, I'm just going to lay in the bed and just kind of pretty much chill out, think about some things. But after about a day or two of that, I had to make myself get up and do what God had purpose for me to do. And because I feel like if I'm sitting too long, I miss something. So, that's just how it is with me. And I'm pretty sure you guys, as being entrepreneurs, you probably feel that same way too. So, Miguel, what's next? What's the next book? What can we look forward to in your writing or film?
it's something special.
Okay, is it a secret?
I can say it.
If it is, we'll just leave it like that.
I can say it.
Okay.
Um, it's mostly about my mental problems. I have ADHD and a hint of bipolar. I don't have a lot of bipolar. I have a hint of it. So I have a lot of mood swings and yeah, I have a low attention span also. So that's why I'm looking around and everywhere. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this. Well, you definitely broke you definitely broke barriers with all the things that they say. That I'll say that they say that you can't do in regarding being a foster child, being a young man with bipolar or a young man with ADD, whatever they said. You definitely broke those barriers because you are phenomenal and you've done a great job. You've written 3 books. You've done a short film. You also are a philanthropist and you're also an honor student, publisher, and you also met President Obama. Tell us about that experience with meeting President Obama.
Still haven't heard back from him in a year or 2 years. Um, but it was a nice experience. I didn't I didn't really expect it. I didn't think he was real when he came in. I thought it was a wax figure. To be honest, I thought it was a robot. So I was like 8 or 9 at the time. So
Well, I mean,
I
that's
was
how you do.
right. I wasn't even that excited. But once I noticed it was the president and how much power he had, I just missed him. I just met the president. And everybody surrounded me. Like, can I touch your hand? I'm like, no. This is my handshake.
That's so awesome. Well, Miguel, we thank you for opening up your life to us here on Sunday Shine. I know you've made some kids Sunday shine today by your story and by your tenacity and just by your wanting to get things done. So I want you to continue to keep up the work, and we're going to not leave just yet. I want to speak with Michaela in regarding some things as well. So Michaela, with who inspires you, Michaela, and if someone was to purchase your jewelry, who would you want that phone call to come from?
My mom inspires me. Like she just pushes me and she just makes me like better, I guess. Like she just wants the best for me. And she just always is there to like guide me in the direction that I see my vision and she just helps me execute it. And what was your other question?
the other question was if someone was to call you, if you had a dream or a that dream or that wish that someone would call you and order from you, who would that person be? If they would just blow your mind, like, wow, they called me for my jewelry and want me to make their jewelry. Like, I would say, I don't want to tell you who it will be, but who would be that person that you would just be like, you would just fall out of the chair like, oh my God, Mom, this order, you know who called me for an order? Or you see the order come through your supply chain?
Like a celebrity?
Whomever. It could be, it doesn't have to be a celebrity. It could be whomever that person would be.
Okay. I think it would be
they would just throw you through a loop.
And it would be like Taraji P. Henson. Like I'm just so inspired by her, and I love acting. Like I really want to get into acting, and she's like one of my favorite actresses. And she also has like a hair care line, so she's an entrepreneur too. And I just really love her. Like if she would order from me,
that would just blow your mind. Well, let me tell you some good news. I have some great friends who may be listening to this broadcast, or this broadcast may come across their page later on today, or whatever the case may be. But they are truly great friends with Taraji Henson. So I pray that your wish comes true via this Bizkidz broadcast this morning. Now we're going to close with some news. We're going to close with some good thoughts and good words to Dr. Marlene Jackson, who is the CEO, visionary, and founder of Bizkidz. We'll go with you, Miguel, first.
I really appreciate everything you have done for me, my business, and just me and my business. Yeah.
And you can include Ashley in that too, because it's too, and any other moms that have affected you. You can include Ashley in that too. And Michaela, I'll go with you next on that with some good words to Dr. Marlene Jackson and Ashley as well.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jackson and Ashley. They just like helped me so much. Like they got me started on everything that I've done, and I wouldn't be here without them. So thank you so much. And I love you guys.
That's beautiful. And let's talk about this new virtual workshop that's getting ready to happen for Bizkidz. Bizkidz has been a one-on-one program or workshop for many, many years. Now Bizkidz is now going global, or not global, but virtual, should I say. What are your thoughts on Bizkidz going virtual, Miguel?
It's a very good experience for young entrepreneurs that are just starting their business. That'll be a very great experience for them.
Absolutely. And the same question for you, Michaela?
I think it's really good. Like we have to keep up with what's going on in the world, and virtual is like the only way we can do it right now. And I feel like it's also, we're able to like get more people, like not just in Maryland, so we can get more people like throughout, I guess, this like different states and stuff like that. So I think it's really good, and I hope that everyone gets a lot out of it, even though it's virtual, and they can just like talk to Dr. Jackson and just learn a lot more about business. And I mean, you learn like from marketing to like just everything, like how to talk to different people and stuff like that. So I think it's really good.
And it's actually, this is the way of the world, internet, people, when you have your own businesses, and whether you have goods and services and things like that, you have to learn how to market them online anyway, right? So it's kind of hard to stay away from the internet, learning on the internet, reading on the internet, researching on the internet, which is all the things you have to do as an entrepreneur anyway. So it's pretty much right in the stream of learning things when you're an entrepreneur, right? Mm-hmm. You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Miguel's books are online. Michaela, all your items have to be ordered online, and you have to get receipts, and you have to do all those great things via the internet anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I guess my next question is for you guys, and coming to Atlanta, there's a lot of things going on here in Atlanta. And I know with COVID, it's kind of, we have to put a to be determined, a TBD on that, to be determined because of COVID. So what I want to know from you is, and that's not a promise, but are you both open and willing to come to Atlanta to sell your products if there be an opportunity?
Yes.
Michaela, you can answer. Then Miguel, you can answer.
Yeah, I definitely. I've been
Miguel,
trying to get out there for a while, but now that COVID, like I wanted to come out this summer, but I feel like now that COVID hit, like that just messed up everything. So yeah.
I actually went out there.
And my last question. Go ahead, Miguel. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miguel. Go ahead. What you say?
I actually went out there last year, and it was a very great experience. But yeah, I will really be looking forward to come to Atlanta for a lot of things.
Amen. Well, you know what? Let me see. I wanted to have one more question. I think it may have just went out the window. So, who's driving? Somebody's getting ready to drive next. You're both in high school, right? Or getting ready to go to high school?
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go to high school.
I have my permit, so I'll have my.
Oh, we're gonna have some drivers on our hand. Oh, you do. Miguel, do you have your permit? Are you looking to get your permit?
I'm actually supposed to get it at 15. So,
okay. So you got a couple more years. That's okay. It's coming. It is coming. Just
I got
don't have a
year.
whole bunch of people in your car, so you can so you can focus.
Yeah, I got 1 year. 1 year. I can't wait.
I know. Are you counting the days?
I'm not counting the days till I'm 18. I'm not counting nothing else.
Okay, now one last question, and I promise you, I probably sound like a preacher, like, all right, we're ready to close. One last question. What would you say to kids that want to be a part of Bizkidz, to encourage them to be a part of Bizkidz? I'll start with you, Michael, Miguel, and then we'll go to Michaela. What would you say to that child who's afraid or who's shy and kind of like an introvert and don't know if they want to be a part of Bizkidz? What would you say to them, Miguel?
Just pour your heart out. Just follow your passion. Do what you need to do. Just let go all that. Just let go all of the things that you want to hold back or hold in. Just do what you need to do.
And Michaela?
Yeah, I would just say, like, put your fears aside, and like, if you really want to start a business, or if you really want to, like, I don't know, just do anything, like, just do it, because you can't just keep sitting there saying, oh, like, I want to do this, but I don't know, I'm scared. Like, everyone's scared at one point, but they have to start. Like, everyone started from somewhere. So, like, I just say start.
Just start. And also, one more question I have. Here I go. One more question. How has your parents being an advocate for you helped you along the way?
Okay.
How has your parents pushed you to be the best that you can be?
They have pushed me.
Miguel, then I'll go to Michaela.
They have pushed me to be the best me I can be. My mom is a very great mom. She really helped me. Like once I like had the idea to expand on my book more, she really got it done, like in the snap of a finger, like quick. Like same thing with basketball. She still wants me to have a backup plan, but she still supports basketball a lot.
Awesome. Well, awesome, mom. And Michaela?
Yeah, I would say the same with my mom. Like she's a person that a lot of people depend on. So like the fact that like I even have to depend on her too is just like she always comes through and she always pushes me and she's just always there for like so many people and she still finds time to be there for me. I mean, she has to, but yeah, she's just always there for me and she's always pushing me. And I'm really grateful that she was like in the field, like marketing field, so she knows like a lot about business kind of stuff. So like I'm able to go to her and just like ask her about certain things, like business wise. And I think like that's really cool for me, especially like owning a business. Oh, and I also wanted to mention my bracelet, the blackout bracelet that I have right now, for the Black Lives Matter movement.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm glad you got that. The blackout bracelet. Yeah. Let me. Do you have one with you, or you have one that you can show?
Yeah, it's right here. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, the light might block it.
Well, let's see, bro. She has a new blackout bracelet.
Yeah, it's just
black,
and it has.
Nice. I can see it. Yeah.
Right there. But yeah, this is a blackout bracelet. It should be on my website. So, when you first get to the website, it'll be on.
Okay, the blackout bracelet should be on the website. And it can be, and if they get it today, they can get it at a discounted rate. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Miguel, you have your book. You have a new book that's going to be coming out. And Miguel, probably at the end of this, by the end of this broadcast, since you said your mom, she pretty much puts the books together about a snap of a finger. We've been snapping our fingers for a whole entire hour. Your book's probably done, right, Miguel?
I don't know. A woman never tells her secrets, as she would say.
Well, praise God for that. And Michaela, one question I have for you, as we get ready to end this broadcast, we have about 3 minutes. What would be the specifics that you would need to, or excuse me, not just the specifics, but in order for an order to go out, how far in advance would you need for a wedding to do a wedding order?
I feel like it just depends on like the amount of people. So for weddings, like maybe like a month or two, like depending on how many people. If you have like 10 or more, I would say like at least a month, at least. Preferably 2. So, yeah.
I guess pretty much, preferably, a good amount of time so you can do them. You can do them in a good time. You don't want to be rushed. You know what I mean? But that's awesome. That is still awesome. What we have coming up, there's a couple of holidays. There's going back to school coming up. So I want to wish you guys the best with school, virtual learning, or however it may be. And I hope to come see you guys soon out there in Maryland, which is my second hometown. I appreciate you guys being a part of Sunday Shine this morning. It was truly a blessing to be a part of your lives this morning. Thank you for coming on. You have the opportunity to be on this show anytime. Make sure you send me your book, Miguel, and Michaela, send me the updates on your jewelry. And I look to for those who are going to buy their blackout bracelets today. And don't forget, there's a discount code is Sunday Shine 10. So don't forget the discount today. Thank you guys. Any closing remarks as we close this broadcast? I'll let you guys do the closing remarks. Miguel?
Just have a great day. That's all I can say.
I just want to say thank you.
You're such a cool dude, Miguel. Well, thank you so much, Bizkidz, for inspiring our new wave of Bizkidz entrepreneurs. Have a blessed Sunday. Do your best to continue to keep your dreams alive, and don't let no one steal your joy. And also wear your mask, wash your hands. God bless you, Miguel. God bless you, Michaela. I love you guys to life. Thank you for tuning in to Sunday Shine. Have a great Sunday, everyone. See you again soon. This 1 little minute left is taking a long time. But see you again soon. And also, Dr. Marlene Jackson, thank you so much for allowing your Bizkidz kids to be a part of this show. And also, moms, thank you for getting up early this morning and allowing your kids to be up and ready professionally, ready for this opportunity to be a Bizkidz Kids on Sunday Shine here in the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you. Signing off. Bye-bye.